Have you ever felt like the biggest obstacle in your life isn't something outside of you, but something within? That invisible force that holds you back, whispers doubts in your mind, and makes every step forward feel heavier than it should? That, my friend, is your mountain. Not a mountain made of stone or earth, but a mountain made of fear, old habits, and unresolved pain. It's the weight of self-doubt pressing down on your shoulders. It's the echo of every "I can't" you've ever whispered in the silence of your own thoughts. And yet, this mountain isn't your enemy. It is a mirror. A reflection of the parts of yourself you've neglected, avoided, or even feared to face. Imagine standing at the base of a colossal peak. The summit disappears into the clouds, and the path looks impossible. Most people look at it and see only a challenge, a struggle, maybe even a threat. But what if that mountain could teach you everything you need to know about who you are, your strength, your resilience, and your potential? What if climbing it was less about reaching the top, and more about discovering yourself along the way? This book, and the journey we're about to explore, is about turning that mountain, the one inside you, into your greatest teacher. It's about recognizing the patterns that hold you back, understanding why you sabotage your own growth, and learning to transform your pain into power. It's about the alchemy of self-mastery, turning fear into courage, doubt into clarity, and struggle into growth. We all have mountains. Some are small and subtle, like a quiet voice telling you to stay safe, to stay comfortable. Others loom large, shaped by years of unmet expectations, heartbreak, or trauma. But every mountain, no matter its size, carries the same lesson: the path to growth always runs through the hardest terrain. The climb is not optional. The climb is inevitable if you want to become the person you were meant to be. Throughout this journey, we'll explore the art of recognizing self-sabotage, the power of facing emotional pain, and the steps toward transformation. We'll uncover the tools and insights that can turn your inner obstacles into stepping stones, and reveal the truth that lies at the heart of every struggle: the mountain you climb is not outside you. It is you. By the end of this video, you won't just understand your inner mountain. You'll see it differently. You'll see it as a guide, a challenge, and ultimately, a gateway to your greatest self. So take a deep breath. Look up. The climb begins now. Part 1: The Nature of Self-Sabotage. Most of us don't realize it, but we are often our own biggest obstacle. We talk about external challenges, blaming circumstances, luck, or other people, but the truth is that the most persistent barrier to growth lives within us. Self-sabotage is subtle. It creeps into our decisions, habits, and thoughts in ways so quiet that we rarely notice it, until we stop and reflect. Self-sabotage shows up in many forms. Maybe you procrastinate on tasks that would move you forward. Perhaps you repeatedly enter relationships or situations that drain your energy. Or maybe you dismiss your own achievements, convincing yourself you aren't capable of success. At first glance, it may seem irrational, but there is always a reason behind this behavior. Every act of self-sabotage is a misguided attempt to protect yourself from failure, disappointment, or even the unknown. Think about the last time you wanted to pursue a dream but held back. That hesitation wasn't weakness. It was fear wearing a familiar mask. Fear of change, fear of rejection, fear of stepping into the unknown. These fears build walls around our potential, and the longer we avoid confronting them, the taller those walls become. They eventually form a mountain, the same mountain we've been talking about. Why do we sabotage ourselves? Often, it comes from unresolved emotions or past experiences. Childhood lessons, past failures, or even subtle cultural expectations can create internal scripts like, "You're not enough, you'll never succeed," or "Don't try, it's too risky." These scripts are powerful. They shape our identity, our decisions, and even our perception of what is possible. And without awareness, they run our lives on autopilot, keeping us stuck in familiar patterns, no matter how harmful. Yet self-sabotage is not a permanent curse. Recognizing it is the first step toward transformation. Awareness shines a light on these unconscious patterns, allowing us to question them. When you see the ways you hold yourself back, you can begin to challenge the narrative. You can start asking, why am I resisting this opportunity? What am I trying to protect myself from? This questioning is crucial because it shifts your perspective. The mountain inside you no longer seems like an enemy, it becomes a map. Each fear, each pattern of avoidance, each habit of self-doubt points directly to the areas where growth is needed most. In other words, self-sabotage is not a roadblock, it is a guide. It shows you the exact path you need to climb if you want to reach your highest potential. Understanding self-sabotage also requires compassion. You can't simply berate yourself for being afraid or for repeating old mistakes. That only strengthens the mountain. Instead, approach yourself with curiosity. Observe your patterns. Acknowledge the protective intent behind them. And slowly, deliberately, start making small choices that align with growth instead of fear. By the end of this part, you should begin to see self-sabotage not as a personal failure, but as a signal. A signal that there is work to be done, lessons to be learned, and a mountain to be climbed. The climb begins within, and this first recognition is the foundation for everything that follows. Part 2, Facing Emotional Pain. Once we recognize the patterns of self-sabotage, the next step is to confront the emotions we've long avoided. Pain is uncomfortable, and humans are wired to avoid discomfort whenever possible. Yet, it is precisely this avoidance that gives the mountain its weight. The higher you climb, the more your hidden pain demands acknowledgement. Emotional pain comes in many forms: grief, regret, fear, shame, anger, or unresolved trauma. It hides behind excuses, distractions, and busyness, convincing us that ignoring it is safer than feeling it. But the truth is, unprocessed emotions do not disappear. They linger, shaping our behaviors, choices, and even our identity. They whisper, "You're not ready," or "You can't handle this." And until they are faced, they continue to hold us hostage. Facing your inner pain begins with acceptance. This does not mean resigning yourself to suffering. It means looking directly at what you've been avoiding, naming it, and allowing yourself to feel it without judgment. Imagine carrying a heavy backpack filled with stones, each representing a past hurt or fear. Ignoring them does not make them lighter, it only slows your journey. Naming and feeling each stone, one by one, is how you begin to release them. Acknowledgement is followed by reflection. Ask yourself, why does this pain exist? What can it teach me about myself? What patterns has it created in my life? Reflection transforms emotional chaos into clarity. When you examine your pain, you begin to see connections between past experiences and present behaviors. You uncover the why behind your self-sabotage, and with this knowledge, the mountain begins to lose its intimidating power. Another crucial aspect of facing emotional pain is compassion toward yourself. Pain often triggers self-criticism. We blame ourselves for mistakes, for choices we regret, or for circumstances we feel powerless to change. But the journey of self-mastery requires a shift from blame to understanding. The same compassion you would offer a friend in distress must be offered to yourself. You are not failing because you hurt. You are learning. You are evolving. It's also important to understand that facing emotional pain is not a linear process. There will be setbacks, moments of doubt, and days when the weight of the mountain feels unbearable. But each time you confront a shadow, you reclaim a piece of your power. Each time you sit with discomfort instead of fleeing, you grow stronger. The mountain does not disappear, but it becomes less of an obstacle and more of a teacher. Finally, remember that transformation often begins with small acts. Journaling, meditation, honest conversations, and mindful reflection are all tools that help illuminate the dark corners of your inner world. Even the smallest acknowledgement of pain is a victory. Every step taken toward emotional awareness chips away at the mountain's weight and builds the foundation for the next phase, turning pain into power. By the end of this part, you should understand that your inner mountain is not meant to crush you. It exists to guide you, to challenge you, and to show that the strength to climb it has always been inside you, waiting to be awakened. Part 3, Turning Pain into Power. Once we face our pain, the journey moves from recognition to transformation. Pain, when acknowledged and understood, becomes one of the most powerful tools for growth. The mountain you once saw as a burden can become the very source of your strength. Turning pain into power begins with awareness and choice. Every time you notice a pattern of self-sabotage, you have an opportunity to act differently. Instead of reacting with fear or avoidance, you can choose courage and intentionality. The moment of choice, however small, is where power is born. Each conscious decision chips away at the weight of the mountain, proving that you are no longer a passive observer of your life but an active participant in your growth. Another key principle is reframing your perspective. Pain often feels like punishment or misfortune, but it is more accurate to see it as feedback. Every hardship, every setback, every internal struggle carries a lesson if you are willing to look for it. Ask yourself, what is this experience teaching me? How can it help me grow? This shift in perspective transforms suffering into insight and struggle into strategy. Resilience is the bridge between pain and power. It is the ability to endure difficulty, to keep moving forward even when the climb feels endless. Resilience is cultivated through repeated practice, facing discomfort, learning from mistakes, and embracing challenges instead of avoiding them. Like muscles growing stronger under tension, your capacity to handle life's challenges increases the more you engage with your pain consciously. Equally important is self-compassion. Power without compassion can become harsh or rigid, but when you approach your growth with kindness toward yourself, you build a foundation that is both strong and sustainable. Self-compassion allows you to acknowledge missteps without giving them the power to define you. It allows you to transform guilt, shame, and regret into understanding and motivation. Turning pain into power also requires action. Awareness alone is not enough. You must translate your insights into concrete steps, habits, rituals, or choices that reinforce your growth. This could be setting boundaries, pursuing a dream you've long delayed, or simply breaking a cycle of negative thought patterns. Each step forward is a declaration: I am no longer bound by my past. I am choosing my future. Finally, understand that transformation is a continuous process. The mountain is never completely gone, it evolves with you. New challenges will arise, and old patterns may resurface. But with the mindset of turning pain into power, each obstacle becomes a teacher, each struggle a stepping stone. You learn to see the mountain not as something to defeat, but as a partner in your journey, shaping you into someone stronger, wiser, and more resilient. By embracing your pain, understanding it, and acting with intention, you unlock your true potential. The mountain inside you transforms from a source of fear into a symbol of your courage. And the climb, once daunting, becomes the path toward mastery of yourself. Part 4, Climbing Your Inner Mountain. Now that we have recognized self-sabotage, faced emotional pain, and learned to turn that pain into power, the final step is to climb the mountain fully, to integrate these lessons into your life and step into your highest potential. This is where insight meets action, where understanding transforms into lasting change. Climbing your inner mountain begins with clarity of purpose. Ask yourself, what do I truly want? Who do I want to become? The clearer your vision, the more focused your climb. Without purpose, the path can feel endless and directionless. With purpose, every step, no matter how difficult, becomes meaningful. The mountain stops being an obstacle and starts being a guide, each challenge pointing toward the person you are capable of becoming. Next is consistency in action. Mountains are not conquered in a single leap, they are climbed one step at a time. Small, deliberate actions compound over time. Whether it's practicing self-awareness, setting healthy boundaries, or pursuing your passions, each choice is a foothold on the path to growth. Progress may be slow, but it is cumulative. Even the smallest steps, taken consistently, can move you higher than you ever imagined. Embracing discomfort is another crucial part of the climb. Growth rarely occurs in comfort zones. To reach the summit of your inner mountain, you must be willing to face uncertainty, take risks, and endure temporary discomfort. Each challenge met builds resilience, each fear confronted strengthens courage. The mountain teaches that discomfort is not a barrier, it is a signal that transformation is happening. Along the journey, cultivate self-trust and confidence. Trust in your ability to navigate your internal landscape. Confidence is not about being fearless, it is about moving forward despite fear. Each time you take action in alignment with your growth, you reinforce your trust in yourself. The mountain becomes less intimidating because you are no longer dependent on certainty, you rely on your own strength. Reflection and learning are essential companions on this climb. Pause to acknowledge how far you've come. Celebrate victories, learn from setbacks, and continue refining your approach. The mountain is a mirror, it reflects your growth, resilience, and determination. By reflecting regularly, you ensure that each experience contributes to your transformation rather than leaving you stuck in old patterns. Finally, remember that the summit is not a final destination but a perspective. Climbing your inner mountain is a lifelong process of growth, learning, and self-discovery. Each mountain you face may be different: fear, self-doubt, trauma, or loss, but the principles remain the same: awareness, courage, intentional action, and compassion. The climb is endless, and yet, every step brings you closer to your authentic self. By embracing the journey, you transform the mountain from a source of fear into a symbol of empowerment. You realize that the challenges you once avoided are the very lessons that shape your strength. The mountain inside you is not just an obstacle, it is your greatest teacher, your ultimate guide, and the catalyst for your evolution. As we reach the end of this journey, it's time to pause and reflect. The mountain you face, the fears, doubts, and patterns that once felt insurmountable, has guided you, shaped you, and transformed you. What once seemed like a barrier is now a bridge. What once weighed heavily on your shoulders now fuels your strength. The climb is not over, and it never truly ends. Life will present new challenges, new fears, and new inner mountains to face. But with the tools you've gained, awareness of self-sabotage, courage to face pain, ability to turn struggle into power, and the determination to climb intentionally, you are equipped for every ascent ahead. You've learned that the summit is not just a place to reach, but a perspective to hold. Each challenge, each step, each moment of choice shapes the person you are becoming. Remember, the mountain within you is not your enemy. It is a teacher, a mirror, and a guide. It shows you where growth is needed, highlights your hidden strengths, and gives meaning to your struggles. Every fear you confront, every habit you change, every step you take toward self-mastery is a victory. The climb is yours to embrace, and in doing so, you claim your power. As you step forward from here, carry with you the knowledge that transformation is possible. Change is not instant, and the journey is rarely easy. But the climb is always worth it. Your mountain, the very part of yourself you once resisted, holds the key to the life you are meant to live. It holds the lessons that no one else can teach, the insights that come only from your own experience, and the power that comes from choosing growth over fear. Take a moment to imagine your life if you fully embraced this journey. Imagine acting with clarity, courage, and intention. Imagine breaking free from patterns that no longer serve you. Imagine the freedom that comes from understanding your inner mountain, not as a weight, but as a wellspring of strength. That life is possible, and it begins with each conscious step you take today. So look at your mountain once more. Breathe in, and acknowledge all that you have learned. Then take the next step, and the next, and the next. Because with every step, you are climbing toward your greatest self, the person you were always capable of becoming. The mountain inside you is no longer a limit. It is your guide, your teacher, and your path to empowerment. And as you continue this climb, know this: the greatest victories are not the ones we achieve at the summit, but the courage we summon to take the first step, the resilience we show in the face of difficulty, and the growth we embrace along the way. Your mountain is not an obstacle. It is your awakening. It is your power. It is you. Don't forget to subscribe and activate the notification bell to stay updated.